Y'all hanging with me. Okay, well, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. I'm so excited. Today is January the 1st, 2019. 1119. And so in Mary Kay is so awesome because you get 2 times to start over. Really, you can start over every day. But, you know, we have our end of the year is June 30th, and then we have our New Year's. And so no matter what you did last year, if you're celebrating this morning because you pushed through and you made your goal, congratulations. I mean, we had some great wins last night. Our unit is officially on target for the $800,000 unit club, and we are pushing on to million. Yes, we are. Thank you so much to all of my unit members who placed orders at 74, I believe, that have placed orders of 75 in the month. So, and a lot of that came in the last 2 days. You guys do not give up. Do not ever give up on your goal. Sayla won her car last night. We were chatting about that before we started recording, but she been in the company over 20 years, and she won her very first car last night at the stroke of midnight. Well, actually, 1 o'clock in the morning. And so it was an exciting day, but both Sayla and I, like respectively, were far from our goal when we started looking at this, even just on Saturday. I mean, like, we both had a lot to do and thought, how's it going to come through? And we could have both decided just to go into bed. But guess what? We didn't. We stayed up and we pushed through. And so this morning, we got up to some awesome news, a first time in Mary Kay. And I'm so glad that I get to tell you guys about it. I know you've already looked at it, but you guys know that I have personally won, or our unit, 6 top director trips. And there's nothing like a Mary Kay trip. And it is more than about, you know, we always laugh and say, you could take Mary Kay people to, you know, Statenville, Georgia, and we'd all have a great time. Y'all, if y'all not from Georgia, you don't know what that means. But anyway, you know, like a little small town. But when Mary Kay people get together, it's about the people, and it's about how Mary Kay treats you. And so for the first time ever, Mary Kay is given a chance for any consultant and director to win a cruise to the Bahamas. And if you guys will remember, I told y'all when it came out to save those dates, October let's see when it is. Hang on. The 7th through the 11th. It's a week, and it's a 4-night cruise, 5 days, 4 nights to the Bahamas. And it is cruising out of Miami, Florida. And Mary Kay will pay your airfare to get to Miami, you and a guest, when you qualify. And so there's so many things that are exciting about this. Number one is everybody qualifies the same way, every director and every consultant, and everyone can win. And you may not be motivated by money. You may not be motivated by prizes. You're motivated by spending time with the people you love. What a great opportunity for you to thank a special person in your life. It could be your spouse. It could be your mom. It could be your child. Honestly, if you are 21 or older, you can take anyone you want to, no matter how old they are. You can take your 1-year-old baby if that's what you want to do. If you're 18 to 20, they consider you, not Mary Kay, but the cruise ship considers you what they call a young adult. And those people have to take someone that is 18 or older. So an 18-year-old cannot take her 13-year-old sister, okay? So that's just, it's not Mary Kay's rules. But for the most part, you can take anybody you want to. So I want to explain exactly how to win it. The qualification period is starting today. So no one is behind. Everybody started at 0 today. Today to June 30th. Today to June 30th, you can qualify to win this cruise, okay? And it's going to be so exciting. The boat, a lot of people, it is the Royal Caribbean, and they have just redone this boat. It's like a 5-star boat. It's going to be amazing, not some just low-rank, awful, smelly, stinky boat. And the first 500 people that qualify get balcony staterooms. Now, if you've never cruised, you don't even know what that means. But I have. And the balcony are the people on the top with the biggest room and the best view. That means you can go outside your room and sit and watch the water. And it's amazing, okay? I'm sure anywhere you stay on the boat is going to be awesome. But, I mean, I just soon stay at the top, right? So the first 500 people. Now, will it be all Mary Kay people on the cruise? I mean, we would love if there's that many that qualify, yes. Otherwise, there will be other people besides just Mary Kay people. So I just want to, I've seen some posts out there. It says the whole boat is Mary Kay. No, it's not. It could be if there's that many qualifiers, but it will be a cruise. And, you know, we pray that the majority will be Mary Kay people. Okay. So these are the qualifications, and I want you to be real clear with what they are. And when I tell you, sometimes some of you may have already looked at it and thought, I can't do that. Because that is the natural reaction when you see something that's something you've never done, to think, yay, I can do it, and then read the qualification and go, oh, that's too hard. So first of all, I want everybody just to take that thought that it's too hard, throw it out the window. It's not too hard. There are going to be people that win the cruise, and you can be one of them. Any of you can be one of them, all right? So let's talk about it. There are 3 things that you have to do, and here's the thing. Consultants and directors qualify the same way. Just because you qualify does not mean I get to go. I have to qualify exactly like you have to qualify. There's no difference in the way a director qualifies and a consultant qualifies. And it's all on your personal business. So number 1, you personally have to order $3,600 cumulative January to June. So you could do a $600 order a month, and that could be it. And you have that part. Or in January, you could say, you know what? I want to be one of the first 500. So I'm going to knock out that 3,600 in June. In January, I'm going to go ahead and do a 10-show week. And, you know, I'm going to sell enough so that I can go ahead and do a 3,600 in January. All right. It doesn't matter how you do it, as long as at the end of June, you have ordered a total of $3,600 wholesale. All right. Many of you are already doing that. Okay. If you're not doing that, you're going to have to step up your game on sales. No big deal. Y'all can do that. Okay. That's the first one. All right. Number 2, each person who qualifies has to have 6 people that they recruit, 6 women who are Great Start qualified. What does that mean? A Great Start qualified is someone that comes in the company, and then within her first 4 months, she orders a total of $600. So if you recruit Susie Q, and she comes in and does let's say she does a $300 order, and then the next month in February, she does another $300 order, she's Great Start qualified. Or if she comes in and she does a $600, then she's Great Start qualified. Or if she comes in and she doesn't order at all in January, she doesn't order at all in February, but in March, she does a $225 order, and in April, she does a $375 order, that total $600, she's Great Start qualified. Do you understand? So, I mean, it could be she comes in with a 300, and then she does a 200, 100, 100, and 100, okay? As long as her 600 is in her first 4 months of her business, she counts for you as one Great Start qualified consultant. Now, you have 6 months to get those 6 people in. You could get one a month. Or you could take advantage of a special they're doing in January. In January, everyone that you recruit that becomes Great Start qualified is going to count as 2 people instead of 1. So you could get 3 people in January, and they all do Great Start, and that is your 6 people, because it's going to count double. Even if their order doesn't come in January, if you recruit them in January and their order goes in by April, their first 4 months, they're going to count as 2. Now, if you're trying to be the first 500 to win, then of course you hope maybe they would come in and go ahead and get their 600, in January. That would be ideal. So it's 6 Great Start qualified, but everybody you recruit in January counts as 2 if they become Great Start qualified. So y'all with me so far? You have to do a 3,600 total in 6 months. You have to get 6 new people. You can get 1 a month. You can get all, you can get all 6 this month, and don't even worry about double credit. You could get 3 this month. If all of them become Great Start qualified, you're done. You can get 2 this month, 2 next month, however you want to do it, okay? But January is key because it's kind of like double recruiting, not for the quota sharing and not for anything else, but just for Destination Red for the cruise, all right? So that's pretty easy, don't y'all think? I mean, that's doable. All right, number 3. Our unit has already been talking about this, and we're talking about building teams of teams. Remember we talked about that? And I've actually been recognized people in our unit who have someone on their team who is a senior consultant or who is a red jacket on their team, okay? So the third qualification is you personally and each director has to have 3 people on your team that are first-time red jackets. So you have to have 3 women that you've recruited that have stepped into the position of red jacket for the first time, January to June. Now I'm going to give you an example. This can be 3 new people if you don't have any recruits, or it could be someone like for me. Let's say I have Catherine Scott. Catherine is a personal team member of mine. Catherine has 2 recruits, and she has 3, and 1 is inactive. She's never been a red jacket. So let's say Catherine gets 1 person this month, and that's her 3 active. So Catherine is a new red jacket, a first-time red jacket. So she would count as one of my red jackets. All right, let's take Joanna Griffin. Joanna Griffin has Elizabeth Mitchell. Elizabeth has a recruit, but she doesn't have 3. Elizabeth is Joanna's personal recruit. So if Elizabeth gets in her red jacket, then that counts as Joanna's one of her first red jacket. Okay. Now let's talk about me. I have someone that has been a red jacket before that gets back in her red jacket. She don't count. She don't count for that part of it because it's 3 people that have never been in their red jacket. All right. So if you already have recruits and they're not in their red jacket, you can help them get in their red jacket. Or what is a red jacket? Or star team builder is the term. All right. That's just someone who has 3 active beauty consultants. It says my internet's connection is unstable, so I'll stop a minute. Okay. So a red jacket or star team builder is someone with 3 people active. Do they have to be Great Start qualified? No. They just have to be a new red jacket. That's 3 people who have ordered at least 225. Okay. Now, that's it. So 3 of your team members have to be in their red jacket. You have to personally get 6 Great Start qualified, but it's double in January. So really it could be just 3. All right. And you have to do 3,600. This is doable for every single one of us, you guys. I have to do it the same as you have to do it. So the great thing is when you recruit someone, let's say I went out and got a recruit today. And so I recruit my friend Mary, and Mary comes in, and I'm like, Mary, I'm so excited. You're going to be great. You know, I'm going to help you. We're going to do your perfect start. We're going to help you get your first team member. We're going to get you going. And I'll say, Mary, would you like to win a cruise for you and your husband? And she's like, well, sure. I'll say, well, you know what? Let's get your first order in. And, and I would explain to her the rules. You know, when you are on profit level, 3,600, you could start with that today, or you could do it between now and June. And let me help you get 3 recruits this month. And those 3 would count as 6, right? Right? Because it's double credit in January. All right. And then so I help her get 3 recruits. They come in, they order. Well, that's 1 new red jacket for me. Right? Now, and then I'm going to help her take those 3 recruits and or 6 if she gets, and help her work with those people to get her some red jackets as well, if that's her goal. And she can help them. So it's going to be a cumulative effect. What's probably going to happen, you guys, is some of you that have the desire to become a sales director, working for the cruise is going to help you become a sales director because, look at this. Let's say you get 3 recruits this month, all right? And they all become Great Start qualified, all right? So that's really 6. You got that covered. And let's say you take just those 3 and you help them all get in their red jacket, okay? So you got 3 and all 3 of them get in their red jacket. So that's 9. Each one will have 3 and you're 3. So that's 12 people. And then you went ahead and got your 8 to go into qualification to become a sales director. So you get 5 more. That's 17 people. You would actually start director qualification with 17 people because you get to keep all of their recruits when you go DIQ. Isn't that awesome? So as you're building your team to red jacket, remember you're building your future unit. Everybody you help them get, eventually they're going to come back to you when you become a sales director. And so you will start off with a strong unit because a unit that has 3 red jackets, that's going to be a stronger unit because you got some recruiters in there, right? And everybody has a reason to recruit. Now, another little piece of this is Mary Kay has given the red jackets a raise. Do you know that right now the rules are that you get 4% of what your team orders, right? And you don't get you get 9 to 13% when when you become a team leader and 5 people order and you order 600. Well, now as a red jacket, you can get 6 or 8% commission. So you're going to get 4% commission, just like normal. But then if your team, and I need to look back at that one little piece. That's one little thing I didn't look at it. So I will verify this, but I can look at it on my phone. When your team does at least $1,000, you're going to get let me just look at it right here. Here we go. $1,000, under $1,000 is going to be 4%, like normal. But if your team does 1,000 to 1,800, then you're going to get a 6% commission on that. And if your team does 1,800, then you're going to get a 8% commission. That is double what you normally would get. Think about that. So if you have a new consultant that comes, you're a red jacket, and you have a new consultant that comes in with a $1,000 order, you get $80. Isn't that, 1,800. You're going to get 1,800 times 8% is $144, plus a $50 bonus, right? Plus, if you're a first-time red jacket, you still get a $100 bonus. Bam. I mean, like, money is being thrown in your wallet. All you got to do is go cash your checks. So you're going to get a better commission. And then, of course, you know, that 8 can go on up to 9 and 13% as a team leader. But even as a red jacket, you're going to make more money. Mary Kay is trying to make it. They're trying very hard to make it where red jackets and new consultants make more money. At the lower end, the top directors, they make good money, but the lower end, they want to strengthen the consultant's income to make it worth your while to work your Mary Kay business. And so what better way to celebrate by taking your husband on a cruise, taking your mom on a cruise, taking your sister. You know, there are a few rules, and so we're going to go over the rules right now too. And all of this information is on In Touch so that you can go back and review it. But sometimes it just takes, I think it's good to kind of get it clear in your head right when you get started, because I've already read it 2 or 3 times, and now I got it. So you'll want to listen to this, and then you'll want to go listen to the Power Class of the Month, and you're going to want to be clear on what's going on with Mary Kay. So let's just go over some of these FAQs, frequently asked questions. What are the qualifications for Destination Red? Okay. First of all, have a minimum of 3,600 in adjusted wholesale production during the qualification time, January 1 to June 30th. Number 2, add 6 Great Start qualifiers, new personal team members during the qualification time. Remember, January personals count double for Destination Red. Number 3, have 3 personal first-time star team builders, which is red jackets on your team. All right. Number 2, does the double credit count for quota sharing? No. All right. Number 3, is the personal wholesale requirement total per month? No, it's not. There's not a monthly minimum. You could actually do 3,600, not order at all and do a 3,600 in June, and that part will be done. Okay. So as long as you do it during the time period. Number 4, if I have 3,600 in wholesale during the qualification time, but then I have an adjustment that brings my personal wholesale below, do I meet the qualification? No. What does that mean? That's like, let's say you do your order wrong and somehow, you didn't add it up right and there's an adjustment and then your order is only, 3,500. No. So you need to make sure that your 600 goes in or your 3,600 and it adds up to be correct. All right. Number 5, does my January new personal team members need to place her order in January to count for Destination Red? No, it's Great Start qualified. So as long as they do a 600 in their first 4 months, they're going to get to count double. All right. And then there's some examples that you guys can look at with that, because that really helps you make it clear. Number 6, if my new personal team member signed her agreement before January, you sign somebody up in December, and she does a 600 this month. She didn't order in December. Do they count? No. Okay. There's always got to be a cutoff time. And you may go, that's not fair. You know what? Get over it. It's okay. Get her qualified anyway, because honestly, it's going to help you become a red jacket and you're going to get paid on her. But this contest, So the agreements start today. All right. Number 7. If my new team member's qualifying order is received and accepted by the company after June 30th, but she's Great Start qualified, does it count? No. What does that mean? Let's say someone signs up in June and she does her order in July. She is Great Start qualified because it's within her first 4 months, but the contest is over. So she does not count as one of your 6. So ideally, you guys, you want to get your recruits in January and February because then they would have the whole 4 months to be Great Start qualified before June 30th, right? So if you wait and you don't do anything and then in June you decide, I'm doing it, and we'll have that, right? Then that person's going to have to get $3,600 in that month herself. She's going to have to recruit 6 people who come in with a $600 total in that month. And she's going to have to help 3 of her people that month get in their red jacket. Okay? That can be done too, but you have 6 months to do it. So key is start right now. All right? Okay, number 8. Do the new first-time Star Team Builders have to be Star Team Builder at the end of the destination qualified? That's a good question because let's say you got someone who gets in their red jacket in January and then she falls out of her red jacket. Some of her people don't order. And in June, she's not a red jacket anymore. Guess what? Well, let's see what it says. Nope. It says, let me read it again. Do the first-time Star Team Builders still have to be a Star Team Builder at the end? No. No, they do not. As long as they hit it one time, January to June, they count. That's awesome, isn't it? Because even if for some reason, you know, June 1st, she was a red jacket, May 30th, and then all 3 of her people did not order, and now she's not even a senior consultant, she still counted for you because she was a red jacket at some point during January to June. Don't that make it easy, okay? I'm answering all the questions, right? Number 9, what if my Star Team Builder debuts as a director? Well, congratulations, right? The new director will still count towards your destination bread. So you got someone that goes into DIQ, she becomes a sales director. But guess what? She was a new red jacket at some point. She may become a red jacket this month, going to qualification, February 1st, finish before seminar, but she was a new red jacket in the qualification period, so she counts. Or maybe she came in this month as a new consultant. She gets her 8 people. She goes in qualification. She's still going to count. All right. Number 10, do my 6 new personal need to be active at the end of destination red qualifying time frame? No, they don't. Because let's say they come in and they do their 600 this month, and then they don't order again. And so, like, they go inactive, April 1st. That's okay because they're Great Start qualified. All right. Number 11, if my Great Start qualified personal team member returns product, she comes in and then her husband wins $1 million, $10 million lottery, and they say, I don't have to work, so she returns all her product. Okay. Will she still count? If your Great Start qualified new team member returns a product to the company at any point during the contest, resulting in her net wholesale below 600 at the end, she will not count. Okay? So that's the one situation that if she comes in, orders 600, and returns it within her first 6 months of the business, she's not going to count. That really does not happen that often, to be honest with you. But it's good to know, right? Number 12, how do I track my progress? There are tracking reports on Mary Kay In Touch. You look under business tools, and then you look under my business, and you look under reports, and you will see something that says destination red tracking. And it will show your Great Start qualifiers, it will show your orders, and it will show first time red jackets. So it's going to be a new report that's going to easily track it. Okay, there are also a couple of things that Mary Kay has got. If you look under, there's a big splash on In Touch right now, and it says, get all the splashy details. It's about the cruise, and there's a little tab that says tools, and you can print out. This is and I've also put it on Facebook, and on Boss Bay, but this is the red jacket tracking sheet where you're just going to, I know it's hard to see this right here, but you're going to track your, right here, you're going to track your $600 orders, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And right here, you're going to track your 6 qualified people. And then right here, you're going to track your 1, 2, 3 new red jackets on your team. So you can keep that up. And then back here is very important. It says Destination Red. And I don't know if it's showing backwards or not to you, but it says, why is earning this trip important to me? You're going to write down, why is it really important to you? You know, for example, I've never done anything like this amazing for myself. My family believes in me. I want to show them what I can do. I want my husband to be treated on a vacation that he don't have to pay for. What could earning this trip mean for my Mary Kay business? The qualifications are set for me to be a success, making it to my next step on the career path. Breaking through barriers makes me more connected with the go-getters, for sure. How will I chart a course to be on the boat? Example, commit to adding 3 personal team members in January, get a strong start, hold a 10-show week or a power start to jumpstart my sales, tell my director, yes, about my goal in order to stay accountable. So this is a little form to help you as well. Okay, let's talk about the trip and just some basics that you might want to know, all right? Do my guests and I need to have valid passports to go on the cruise? Yes. So if you have never gone on like traveled internationally or gone on a cruise, you may not have a passport. When I won my very first top director trip, I did not have a passport because I didn't go anywhere out of the country. So you will want to go get your passport. It takes about 6 weeks to get it. You can pay extra to get it, earlier. You can just go to your local post office and get your passport. That's usually where you get them. And so you want to go and pick who you're bringing, and you and that person need to get a passport. So let's say you're a grandmother and you want to bring your 16-year-old granddaughter. Well, you and her need to go get your passport. That's a good reason to work, right? You're bringing your husband, make sure he has his passport. So whoever's going, you need to have their passport, and you need to look, if you already have one, look at the dates, make sure they don't expire before the time of the trip. Are there any travel restrictions for achievers traveling from outside the mainland United States? No. You may qualify and travel on the cruise. You will need to meet the requirements to enter U.S. to board the ship and meet the requirements to travel to the Bahamas. This would be like Puerto Rico, some of that, okay? If I qualify for Destination Red, but I'm unable to attend, what if you go CLITA? I don't do cruises. I get seasick. I cannot do a cruise, but I want to be a part of this. Guess what? You can take the cash. It's $1,500 and stay off the water if that's what you want to do. After you reach your qualification, as soon as you finish your qualification, let's say you finish it in January or February, and you're one of the first 500, they will send you an email, and you will have to select, yes, I'm going on the trip, or yes, I want to take the money. And so that's how you'll do it, all right? You will receive your money in October when everybody goes on the trip. If I qualify for the cruise, but I'm unable to attend, can I transfer it to someone else? No, you can't. It's non-transferable. Who is eligible to attend as my guest? See the guest eligibility, which that's on the destination page. And so I will, we talked about that, but if you're 18 to 20 years old, your guest has to be over 18. If you're 21 and older, you can bring any age guest, all right? May I invite an independent sales force member as a guest? No. So sorry, you can't bring your girlfriend who's in Mary Kay as your guest. She has got to win it herself, right? And that's how it works. So you cannot bring a sister consultant. She needs to earn her own cruise. So that's just the way it is on that. The rule does not apply to other family members. Let's say if you're, okay, it says to avoid the appearance that attending the trip can be won as recognition, no independent sales force member, with the exception of a spouse, will be allowed to attend as a guest. This rule will also apply to any other family member who is a sales force member. They will not be allowed to attend. So if you are a mom and your daughter's in Mary Kay, you can't bring her. She's going to have to earn it herself. So that's the way that is. Number 19, if your spouse is signed up, that's okay, because a lot of spouses sign up for the tax benefits. May I invite a guest who was formerly a Mary Kay Salesforce member? Yes. Guests who are former members of the independent sales force are allowed to attend only if their independent beauty consultant terminated prior to today. So if as of yesterday they were not in Mary Kay, then they can come. We don't want people quitting to get to go on the trip. That's not the goal of the trip, okay? Number 20, why do guests who are former independent sales force members need to be terminated prior to what I just said? Okay, may a national sales director or an emeritus be invited as a guest? No, it's just beauty consultants and directors. May I invite a non-spouse guest on the cruise? Yes, every independent sales force who achieves will be allowed to invite one guest on the trip. The guest can be their spouse or non-spouse. Okay, why is the company allowing non-spouses? Okay, you may wonder why we're even talking about this. Because on the top director trip, it can only be your spouse. It cannot be your boyfriend, okay, or your mom or anybody else. It says, why are they allowing this? It says, independent sales force members have shared that one of the most fulfilling things about earning prizes and recognitions is being able to share the joy and celebration with those closest to them. Allowing any guest to attend, aside from current sales force members, provides them the chance for all achievers to enjoy the trip with someone that they care about. Number 24, is there an age requirement to be a guest? Under the rules of Royal Caribbean International Cruises, achievers 21 years and older are considered adults and can bring any guests. However, they must provide proper documentation for any guest considered a minor. Royal Caribbean has agreed to allow 18 to 20 years of age to attend the cruise. However, under the cruise lines, these achievers are considered young adults and their guests are required to be at least 18, which we've already said. Number 25, will childcare be available on the cruise? Yes, childcare will be available. The independent beauty consultant will be responsible for making arrangements and any costs associated with utilizing childcare options. So if you bring your baby, there'll be childcare, but you'll have to pay for it. Okay, number 26. Why are minors allowed to attend the trip but not allowed to attend company-sponsored events? That's a good question, because you might say, well, why can't they, you're letting them go, but they don't get to go to seminar, Okay, destination cruise is a earned prize to be celebrated, to attend with someone you care about. Our motivational and educational events are business meetings and are important growth of any Salesforce member. Number 27, if I debut as a national within the qualification time, can I attend the cruise? Yes. So if I finish national by June, I still go on the cruise if I earn it, all right? Number 28, may someone who's a member of another direct selling company be invited as a guest? So your best friend sells something else, okay, another direct selling company. Can she come with you? Yes. It says the only rules are they will be required to agree to the rules and guidelines for guests, which include not discussing or promoting any direct selling other non-Mary Kay business opportunities during the trip. So if your best friend sells Tupperware and you want to bring her, that's fine. She can't be trying to recruit people on the trip. So number 29, how will a 1099 work for guests? The independent Salesforce member will receive a 1099 for the entire amount of travel expenses for the Salesforce and the guest. So it is a prize, so it will come on as your 1099. If I have to cancel my trip, will I be able to receive the cash option? No. Once you register for the cruise, travel arrangements are made, and something happens and you have to cancel, it's just too bad, so sad. Okay. 31, if I miss my flight. If you're late and you miss your flight, guess what? Cruises don't wait on people. I will tell you that. But if you miss your flight, then you have to pay the difference to get yourself down there. Mary Kay is not going to be responsible if you can't get yourself to the airport on time. Are your baggage fees and travel to and from your home airport included in the trip? No. You have to pay your own bag fees as well as transportation to and from your home airport. Okay? Number 33, does Royal Caribbean have a frequently asked questions page? Yes, they do. And it's under Royal Caribbean. You can look it up under help. If you've never cruised, you may want to look that over. So I know that was kind of detailed, but for me, it just helped me answer all my questions. Instead of not reading it and not knowing, then I'm like, okay, I got it. So let's go over it one more time. What do you have to do? 3,600 wholesale yourself. You got to get 6 Great Start qualifiers. But it's double credit in January. Great Start qualifiers is someone who orders $600 of wholesale in their first 4 months in the business, cumulative. All right. Number 3, you have to help 3 of your recruits become a red jacket. Star Team Builder. 3 of your people get in their red jackets. It's so much fun. And guess what this is going to do? It's going to build your skills as a leader, and it's going to build your skills. And did you know that people that get in their red jackets stay in Mary Kay longer than people that don't? Why? Because they have team members. So what this is going to do is going to force you to grow your business, and you're going to make a lot more money. And there's some examples about the income you're going to make when you do this. I'm not going to go through all those details right now, but it was huge, the money you can make. Like, I was talking about a director who had at least one Great Start qualifier, like just one person. That's an increase in $1,200. I mean $12,000. $12,000 when you add it up over a year of what that would do for your business. So that's pretty good increase. So y'all can look at all of that. The last thing I'm going to discuss is there's an independent beauty consultant action plan that's also under Mary Kay. And it has 3 steps for a consultant. What's an action plan for you to really, you're like, all right, Cleta, I've never done this before. I don't have any recruits. I don't even normally order 600, but I do want to win this cruise. I want to do it. I want to do it. So what's your action plan? Well, number 1, make sure you understand completely the qualifications, which I feel like I've explained it as detailed as I can. Listen to this again. Go listen to the Power Class of the Month. Print out the stuff. Go over it. Because if it's unclear, then you're not going to really know what you're doing. Put Destination Red on your goal poster and print a destination personal tracking sheet that we showed. Number 2, determine your strategy to make Destination Red a reality. You know, your recruiter or myself, your director, can help you. Add 2 or more personal team members in January, then support them as they grow their Mary Kay business. Don't forget they count double. This means you could check that qualification off your tracking sheet if you had 3 that become Great Start qualified. But like, let's say you just at least had 2 this month, all right? B is break the qualifications into equal parts. For example, if you just spread it out and said $600 a month, then you'll have it that way. Or you could do it all in 1 month. Another example would be to complete as many of the qualifications as you can this month, right out of the gate. Knock it out to allow as much time as possible to focus and finish up others. In other words, what can you control? You control your 3,600. You can control you recruiting 3 people this month. Once you've got that done, then you can help your people become red jackets. Does that make sense? You give yourself plenty of time. And then the third thing is share the products and the perks of the Mary Kay business with everyone, customers, potential team members. Invite them to join your team. It's more fun to work the Mary Kay business with friends. Encourage them to go on the Destination Red. It's more fun for when you're there to have your best friend there with her, you know, that she's won it too. How fun is that? Create a pretend wedding invite list to have 150 names. That list could include friends, families, parents, friends, co-workers, spouses, families, spouses, friends, spouses, co-workers, etc. Partner with your director, your recruiter for team building tips. Use the Love What You Do team building flyer and that we have. Review the Great Start plan for team builders. Share that promotion of what all they get free with a Great Start. Encourage your team members to keep selling and keep enjoying the benefits. And then number 4 is track your progress on your personal tracking sheet. So I think it's exciting. Sometimes you just need something worth working for besides money. I have never been one, I know that sounds crazy, but that works for money. I work for prizes more than money. I need money, and I need money to pay my bills, but what motivates me is prizes and recognition. So you got to figure out what motivates you. Like, I like the recognition of standing on stage saying I'm on target for the $800,000 club and going for $1 million. That's why I pushed myself last night. I don't even, get a prize for that. I just want that recognition and to be at that status, and I want to do million, right? I like to work for the trips. Trips are fun. I like to have fun, So think about why you would really want to do this, how it could be a benefit for you and your family, and get your family on board to help you. And when you're going out to do your parties, instead of your husband complaining that you're always gone, he might say, go, because I want to get that cruise. And it will motivate you. Or your best friend or your mom or your daughter or your son, whoever you want to take. It'd be so exciting. you know, for you to be able to reward someone you care about on a cruise. So that's my message for you today. I'm super excited. Red Jackets are going to make more money with this increase of the 4, 6, or 8% commission check. So you're going to make more money. You still get the $50 bonus for every person you sign up who becomes Great Start qualified. You still get a $100 bonus when you become a new Red Jacket. And you get your Red Jacket at half price. So you know what? At Career Conference that we have coming up in March, you guys could all be in your Red Jacket and be well on your way for qualified for this cruise. Wouldn't that be exciting to already have it knocked out? So exciting. And it gets you that luncheon for having your 1 qualified. You'd have your 600s in. So it's a great day to sell Mary Kay. Now I am going to I'm going to open it up for the Facebook people that are on here. If you have any questions, if you will type them in, that will be great. Thank you, all of you, for joining us on here. I'm really excited about this contest. For our Zoom calls, I am going to, there's about 11 of you on here. I'm going to go ahead and just unmute everybody. So I'm going to ask you, if you got a lot of background noise, to mute yourself back, okay? And we will take some questions, because whatever you have may help somebody else too, okay? So does anybody have it on the Zoom call? Anybody have any questions or comments? Did I unmute you all? Yes. Anybody excited? Feedback?
I'm excited. I'm super excited and ready to work, and I'm just so excited for the opportunities for consultants as well. And it's just it's going to be a great fun trip, and I can't wait to go on it with each one of you.
Yes. And Laree, I mean, I want every single Boss Babe director to go and get a goal of how many consultants you want to take with you, you know? So that will be fun to do it that way and say, okay, I'm going to take 5 people with me, or I'm going to take 1 person, or whoever you're going to take, you know? So thank you. Anybody else have any comments?
I'm just super excited. Woo!
All right.
I'm on.
You've got a beautiful chandelier in your bathroom.
Yes.
I love it. All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to stop the recording and hang on.